Hello, lucky Libra. Happy birthday to you guys. This is your reading for October 2022 for Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to set the tone with the Metatron deck today, and I have the Gilded Tarot for the read and the Rider-Waite minis for clarifiers as usual. And this is a general reading, so remember that when you take in the information. If you want a more personalized read, you can always check out my website, twinflames3344.com, or the information below. I also have a CD out there called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe, if you want to check that out. And otherwise, let's get going with the read. I have pre-shuffled. I'm just going to keep shuffling as I go. Again, for Libra, for October 2022. Libra, 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 as it's now 2:07 on the clock. 2 is the High Priestess, or Divine Feminine. 7 is the Chariot. So there's some movement there. Are you making a bold move? Are you traveling somewhere soon? All right, so with the Metatron deck, what is the main energy for Libra this month for October 2022? That came right up. The indigo and the world very much came up today earlier as well. When I opened a page, it was to the world. This card is the indigo, so very much that high vibe indigo energy of mystery and mastery of life in this deck. This is for me being very whole and complete, feeling that way, very connected to your home star. We also have the green coming up here with indigo and green, very much the violet and emerald rays here, the 39 of the Knight of Cups, with green heart healing and feeling whole and complete. It's very beautiful energy here. This is about being loved too, the Knight of Cups. So the indigo warriors, you know, very fierce. The builders, or excuse me, the ones who break things down. The crystals are more of the builders, and then the rainbow children are more about the ones who just smile and bring happiness and joy. So the indigos are the warriors who break everything down in order to rebuild it into the new heaven on earth. The underlying energy is yellow of joy and happiness. The energy of also Jesus with the carpenter bee and the yellow Mary Magdalene energy. The one of the magician here, and also the divine masculine. Beneath that is the finding happiness and joy with meeting with your family, perhaps at sunrise in circles of life. Getting your wish, regarding yellow of joy and happiness. So it's very blessed kind of energy there. Having found clarity with the shadow, you know, showering in diamond light to find clarity within, and then meeting with family and finding joy alone as well, or in partnership with that energy of JC and Mary Magdalene. And we have blue-green or violet emerald energy up there at the helm, as well as the gold. And I think from Ascension Glossary, that's her threefold flame, is the emerald, the blue mother. No, that's the other one. I can't remember what it is. But I can tell you that that emerald and violet are the two colors I always see swirling together when I go into meditation. And of course, green is the heart and indigo is the third eye. So yeah, just some general energies for your read. Let's see what's going on with the Gilded Tarot for Libra, October 2022. This is for Libra. Libra, 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 Libra. My nephew's nephew is so cute, who's a Libra. Last year at his birthday, I said, "You're a Libra." And he says, he got so mad at me. He said, "I'm not a Libra, you're a Libra." He's so cute. So here we go. Libra, Libra, Libra. Are you denying your Librahood right now? Let's see. One more. Libra. October 2022, Libra. Libra, October 2022. Okay. All right, first card out for you guys is the Lovers reversed. So this could be a breakup. It could just be a lack of affection or indecision. It can also be somebody with Gemini in their chart. And this card is a little bit chewed up in this deck. Sorry about that. But that's what's coming out for you. The challenge being the Judgment card reversed. And I don't like this one reversed, but it's in your challenge position, which is better at least. And this is about poor judgment or not heeding the call to wake up. This can be the need to swallow your pride. Perhaps you spoke too soon, or the day the music died. And again, this is poor judgment or a lack of judgment or decisions, or being very judgmental. That is the challenge for you. The foundation here is the Holy Grail, the Ace of Cups, with your eye on the prize. So there is big love here, and this could be a breakup. But there's a need to make, a big decision, or a need to swallow your pride, like I said. And Libra's all about the need, always seeking balance anyway. And you won't feel balanced until this gets taken care of. In the recent past here is the Queen of Cups, right? There's very beautiful energy for you here, whether this is you or someone around you, whether it's a lover that you're interested in, or a daughter, or sister, mother. She's very much Juliet with the Holy Grail in her hand, right? So we have that here. She is right here looking on to the situation with the couple of love down there. And crowning here for you is the Six of Swords. Finding peace, perhaps sneaking away at night to get away by yourself, to be alone. There's also Viking energy, and there's a frog spying on them here. So somebody might be sneaking out at night as well, but they're doing it to find peace. Okay, that also could be Gemini energy right there, who's sneaking out at night. We have Aquarius reversed too. So you have two different air signs reversed. And somebody sneaking out at night. And that could be more than one person sneaking out together. So what's coming up here, and that can just be finding peace in your head at night, right, with your thoughts and your words. What's coming up here for you is Justice reversed, which is your card. That's Libra. But there's some kind of imbalance or injustice, which we can see from the central energy for you. All right, so now we have all three air signs. Look at that, right in a row. And you see yourself as the Three of Cups reversed. So you're seeing yourself as with a lack of joy. So it's like this card reversed. You're seeing yourself as a third party. You're seeing yourself as a bad influence, or you're seeing yourself around other people taking up your time, energy, and your money in your space. This could be people partying around you as well, bad influences around you, or this could be social distancing. But any which way, it's not joy. This is the joy of coming together and socializing. And this is a lack of that. Maybe you need to socialize. But there is big love here. Let's see how that's affecting you. What's around you or how others see you is the Six of Pentacles reversed, which again is in balance. All right, so one of the cards in the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit guidebook, the elk. The elk is a great guy, but if you don't feed him right, he's a real jerk. And it's 2:14 on the clock, Valentine's Day, and it's 8:44 on this clock. That was pretty significant right there. So and 44 is the energy of Atlas. And 2:14, besides Valentine's Day, is the High Priestess or Divine Feminine, and the 14 of the Temperance card, being patient and balanced in a higher love. But when the elk hasn't been fed right, or he's not eating the right foods, all of a sudden this wonderful man becomes an ass. He's a jerk and nobody wants to be around him. So I'm getting that it may be that you're not feeding yourself well. So let's see if that comes up anywhere. And that can be in the practical sense here, because pentacles are anything practical, not just money. And this could be somebody partying too much, drinking too much, and then of course you're not eating right because you're out partying with others. Even if you're not drinking and you're just celebrating, you may be eating wrong foods like cakes and cookies and all that kind of stuff. So the block here for you, and again, this could be not sharing, some kind of inequitable situation, other people not pulling their weight, or you're not pulling your weight, or just a lack of socializing. And again, this could be all about loving yourself first. Or the Queen of Cups is loving herself first if that's not you. And maybe you're feeling the brunt of that, wanting them to socialize with you or come together with you. But they're loving themselves. And if you're in balanced energy, then to love themselves is to not come together with you. You see that? The block here is the Star card reversed, which is depression. This can be arrogance as well. The need to heal, the need to dream, the need to shine your light. This is a block for you. And this is kind of that energy too of indecisiveness, not heeding the call, right? They're all based on fear, these two cards, and they're both major arcana. So your challenge and your block are major for you. You're in fear. There could be depression or arrogance, but they're both fear. And I'm losing my voice. You need to heed the call. You need to speak your truth. You need to swallow your pride here. I can't talk, and this is you. Okay, all four of these are reversed when they should all be upright. There's a lack of affection or a breakup here, or not expressing your true love. And the challenge being the need to swallow your pride, or the need to heed the call, the wake-up call. And what's coming up at the end here for you is the Two of Wands reversed. As I still can't speak fully. This is feeling like you've got no options. Or maybe you chose a new path, but you haven't been able to implement it. This is somebody going out at night trying to find peace. And again, if you're in a breakup and you're still living in that situation, one of you may be leaving the house a lot at night, so you're not home with the other. That could be as well. But again, you have 3 air signs, all reversed. Okay, you have actually 4, because you have both of the, for me, these are both Aquarius. So there's very significant Aquarius around you, which is your challenge in both spots. Aquarius is the problem for you. All right, so what's connecting to what's left hanging in limbo on your read is the wounded warrior, right? He's not giving up. This can be somebody who just jumped out of a plane as well. Somebody might have done that for the first time, especially if you're going through a divorce, you want to feel alive again. I've done this, I've jumped out of a plane. So it could be someone jumping out of a plane. It can be someone on their last leg, right? Pleading to someone to help them get through this, or wanting to get to that 10 from the 9 to finish this cycle, just refusing to give up, as opposed to surrendering and allowing the universe to show you the way, is the kind of energy that's here. So in order to change all this energy, this wounded warrior needs to give up. They need to surrender, which isn't giving up. It's letting go of wounds. This is all wounding, right? Holding on to why this and why that is because of all these wounds I've been through, instead of being present in the moment in joy, which you're being asked to be in here. Whether this is you or somebody who's with you. And it's very profound with the emerald heart healing energy and the indigo ray. It's very significant to the awakening, right? Someone's supposed to be awakening here, right? To open up your heart and open up your third eye. And this is like, making excuses as to why you can't. And someone else, like the Queen of Cups, is finding peace at night, away from the frog, right? The frog who's trying to become the prince, in a breakup or a lack of love here. Or again, with Gemini, it can be a twin flame energy as well. But the challenge for you is definitely the wake-up call to shining your light, to healing, to dreaming, or to what your dreams are, to heed the call to action. And what's hanging in limbo here for you is the 8 of Wands, the arrows of love. Lots of communication or travel back and forth, rising above the fray, above the group, above the flock, right? Not following the pack, but you can go your own way is what I'm getting here. Go your own way. Okay, so not following the group, not worrying about what other people think, but doing what resonates with you, what makes you feel good, not because other people approve of what you do. And, Libras are balancers, so they tend to be people pleasers because they want to make everybody else balanced as well as themselves. They want to feel balanced. And that means having other people balanced around them. But this is about you, not about others. This is about finding your happiness. What makes you happiness, not pleasing everybody else. What pleases you? And we're going to pull a few other cards for the end here. See what comes out. And then we're going to look at the bottom of the deck, see what's been going on. Okay. All right, the bottom of the deck is the Fool. Let's see what else has been going on here. Just another card stuck under here. Nope, that's it. All right, so there's the Empress too. So we have all these are really good cards right in a row. Somebody's starting over in love after detox here. Okay, somebody's celebrating, getting their wish, happiness. This could be a chef's kitchen. This could be a chalet. This could be wine country, but celebration here. Finding your wish. What makes you happy? Maybe cooking makes you happy, or celebrating makes you happy. With the Page of Cups, who may be a child, or puppy love, or a pet. Somebody offering love or a message of love, perhaps from the Empress, or this could be a mother and child celebrating together. With the King of Cups. And this could also be, a mother and two children who have a big age gap here, or this could be a couple with their child. Okay, or maybe they're all three siblings and she's just in a more powerful position than the others. But these two look pretty happy. Perhaps because the Empress, happy wife, happy life is what's coming up right there. And then here we have the Magician reverse, which is insecurities, manipulation, the need for the tools to deal with something. This is also Gemini reversed again. You have two Geminis reversed, two Aquarius reversed. And your Justice card is reversed. It's not good for air signs in this energy right here, even though it's your month, right? But remember, for me, the month before your birthday is usually your downtime for the year because you're letting go of stuff you don't need anymore. So it's really not until after your birthday, especially if your birthday's later in Libra, like towards the 20th or so of October. You may not feel your best until after your birthday, but it doesn't matter. We need to now make the best of every day, no matter what day it is of the year. But this is someone who doesn't have the tools, or there's some insecurity here, not knowing how to manifest something, or again, major manipulation. But we have three really happy people right here celebrating, at least three, maybe even a fourth. This could be someone who's entertaining you, right? Taking someone to a show for a celebration or a birthday or something like that. And then here is major manipulation or failure of some kind of manifestation, dropping the ball, right? Dropping the act, breaking the patterns, right? Perhaps you literally tripped or messed up, but it set you free. So this is someone who doesn't ever like to make mistakes, making a mistake and realizing, wow, I didn't get this. The first time I let myself go and I didn't keep the balls up in the air and it set me free. So trying something different and realizing that was all you needed to do. It's just change your perspective on something. So let's set this up here. Okay, so after this celebration here, someone perhaps starting over in love or in some kind of an emotional cycle, not wanting to follow it through, but just ending it because they know it's not right and starting something new. All right, so we have all these nice cups energy of the Page, the 9, the King of Cups. The 4 of Cups was reversed, so no longer bored or being tempted, doing something about it, either ending the situation or starting something new. And again, it looks like a family here of some kind. And then again, there's some kind of insecurity or manipulation here, right? This could be a person as well. We have Gemini reversed and Aries upright, Taurus upright here, with a lot of and we have there's an airplane heading over right now. It's 1925 here, so the 25 is significant. 19 and 2 are the High Priestess or Divine Feminine, the Sun, and the 25 is the Knight of Wands. And that would be like a pilot, Knight of Wands. So we have the Page and the King here, but here's the Queen. So this could be a separation, right? If this was a family that was broken up, the husband and the child may be staying with their mother. And here is the wife over here. Or this could be a new lover. And either way, this could be the wife or staying with the mother after a broken up relationship here. But there's, in the main part of the read, there's, not much in the court cards. We have the Queen of Cups with the other family members there. And that's it, right? We have the Wounded Warrior over here, but he's not really a court card. So who else in here besides the air signs? Was Taurus and Aries and Gemini. Well, Gemini's air. But Taurus and Aries are upright in the underlying energies anyway. And in the main body of the read is just all air signs. They're all reversed. But somebody's finding peace, and it looks like if there isn't Gemini here, because this just could be a breakup or a lack of love or affection here. If this is a Gemini, they may be the only one finding peace. Because Libra's unhappy, Aquarius is imbalanced here. And again, the challenge is Aquarius as well, or the need to wake up or make a decision. But the cups are like, there's big love there. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. But it looks like the Queen of Cups is really working on loving herself first. But the King and Page are happy too. And that could just be like, in families, just need a break from each other to do their own things. Like the girl wants to go with the girls or just be by herself to do things that the others don't like to do. Or the father and the child is going on a trip together to do something they like to do and leaving time for the other one to do what they want to do, that kind of thing. Or one has to go visit their mother, so then the wife has time to do her own thing. But these can also be children. The Queen of Cups can be a child. The Empress could be the mother with the Queen, King, and Page are all her children. All my children. All right, let's see. Why does Libra have the Fool in the underlying energy? Okay, the King of Cups here. Let me just make it a little bit more focused. So the King of Cups is coming out as the Fool. He could be an Aries, or he could be an Earth sign. So it could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And we definitely have Taurus here. Or he could just be an Aries with Earth in his chart. Or he's just someone who's, well-to-do. He's very balanced. He's done very well for himself. He takes care of other people. He's been through all the other suits. The Pentacles is the final suit. So he's already gone through that and mastered all of the other energies. And he's at the top. The only thing above him now is the Emperor as far as the masculine energy. But he's now going through a split, a divide, or the need for clarity and truth. I'm also getting divide and conquer. And here is a rest, a break, meditation, praying for something. So again, the Wounded Warrior over here, down on their knees praying. Or this can be a 5D connection as well. Or wanting to give something a rest. Someone's free to leap after a split and a break. And that can be with Aquarius here, or the star, or letting go of being the star, right? Or being famous, or being a healer, or letting go of healing after resting a while, done healing. Now free to leap. This is all about the King of Pentacles. Okay. So after healing, too, this can be the King of Pentacles healing after a split and a rest and figuring out what their worth is, right? Reaping the rewards of their efforts and deciding if it's enough to do what they want to do next. What can I do with 7 Pentacles? Do I want to work on 10 Pentacles? Or do I want to invest this? Do I want to spend it? Do I want to go back to work? What is it they need to do? All right, so, and then the 10 of Pentacles literally comes up right after that. This is someone not sleeping because they don't know what to do regarding the 10. Do they really need to get this, like worrying, obsessing about getting to 10 Pentacles when 7 is fine? Like maybe this is someone who's always been a perfectionist, or their family expected them to put out like this. And now they need to learn to be happy with themselves. And are they happy doing this, or would they be happier in this? Or perhaps even the split is with your family because they don't resonate with what you resonate with. So there could be a couple different energies coming up there. I'm going to keep them in the deck though. So remember that with the King of Pentacles, we had the 10 and the 7 of Pentacles as well. Why do we have the Queen of Cups? Why is she separated from the pack there? The Queen of Cups. So we have the Page of Cups, which is here as well, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So this could be her child with another woman, right? Maybe her husband married somebody else, and now her child is being cared for by, right? This is her seeing this person as the bitch, so to speak. Or this can be her child with her, but this is the Queen of Cups, ungrounded, or a lack of money or status. Or perhaps her child seeing her as being lazy, right? Not working. But they're both upright. This also could be the Queen of Cups with her child with a much older woman who's not working or who's all about the money. Or maybe she's just ungrounded right now, not doing well, whether she's the Queen of Cups or perhaps the Queen of Cups is the Page of Cups' younger sister of the Queen of Pentacles reversed, or vice versa. And we're dealing with somebody's freedom here with the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles upright here, gaining his freedom from the Queen of Pentacles reversed over here, who the Queen of Cups may be watching out for in this breakup, unless she is the Queen of Pentacles, now going more into her heart space as a cup energy. Perhaps starting over as the Page of Cups with a message of love or in puppy love. And we do have the next card is the Page of Wands reversed, but maybe seen as temptation of the devil, or perhaps not sure about them. Maybe they think they're a player. This also can be, considered the ball and chain, but there is a temptation here between the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands reversed, with the Queen of Pentacles between them, breaking them up. And there's Capricorn there. So the Queen of Pentacles definitely could be a Capricorn. Or perhaps the Capricorn is the King of Pentacles over here, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed over there. Sending a message of love to try to get some money, or vice versa. The foundation is the Ace of Cups. And there's that starting over in love thing again, with the Ten of Cups upright. So both the Ten of Pentacles was upright too. Both of the family cards are upright. This is wanting to start over in love with emotional-based family, with real happiness, emotional fulfillment, as opposed to the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about things, right? Money, status, opportunity, big wealth. And here's that Queen of Cups, okay? So she's starting over because she wants real love. She wants real love. And there may have been some sadness here around the world, or with a Pisces energy. The need to be more authentic to oneself and use natural protection here. This also could be someone behind the Queen of Cups who feels bad for her. And usually the Queen of Cups is Cancer, but it's really any water sign or just someone in love here, right? Working on self-love, but wanting, the holy grail of love, that happy family, an emotionally based family, not worried about the pentacles. And this is perhaps feeling sad that something has completed, that a cycle has come full circle. Or somebody else around her is feeling sad. Maybe it's feeling sad because she's putting out her authentic self to the world. And there's the wounded warrior, reversed though, in surrender. I'm going to leave that there too, because we have the wounded warrior up here upright. Perhaps that could be asking for forgiveness from someone. So why do you have the Lover's card reversed in the center of your read? Because somebody's free. Queen of Wands reversed, present. Okay, so she's coming up as the Lovers in the middle here. And we have the Queen of Wands reversed next to the Page of Wands reversed. And then we have the Queen of Cups with the Page of Cups upright. And there's two mother and children right there. Fire and water. And the Wands energies are both reversed, the mother and child. The Cups energies, children, are upright. And then there's another female energy, the Queen of Pentacles reversed right there. And perhaps the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles are breaking up due to the Queen of Wands reversed, or the King of Pentacles was with the Queen of Wands, but she normally comes up here as a third party kind of energy with the King and Queen of Pentacles present. But we have Capricorn there, there's Gemini reversed, and then the Aries upright energy on the top of the deck there. But we have Gemini right here as well. But somebody, if it's not Gemini, it's Gemini in their chart, whereas the Capricorn is upright, so it would be a Capricorn sun person or rising. So, and by the way, the Emperor then comes up next. All right, so there's a breakup there, or lack of love between the Emperor and the Queen of Wands reversed. Now also, this could be her child, and maybe this is her sister, because we have an Emperor here. He could be the father of multiple children here and grandchildren. Let's see where this goes. The challenge is the Judgment card reversed. And there's that Six of Pentacles. So it was better before. Here's balance and sharing, being charitable. But doing it under the radar, or by doing this, settling out, feeling like a failure, especially if you have to pay out in a marriage or in a partnership breakup and you have to pay out. It's like settling out, but doing it under the radar, or feeling like a failure, or needing attention. So giving money and time and energy to get attention. Ending pain. This could be a painful ending as well, betrayal. This could be getting a massage though too. But it feels more like a betrayal situation and feeling like a failure in betrayal or in ending pain or a painful ending, not heeding the call, challenged by this settling out and feeling like a failure, or challenged by settling out under the table or under the radar to avoid pain and suffering. But the need to heed the call, this could be holding back an announcement as well. And somebody's challenged to hold this announcement back because they want to tell people. And this could be Aquarius or Gemini, both wanting to tell people. But then maybe they're contracted and they can't. And we're going to go on, but we have two water signs coming up next, Pisces and Cancer, next to each other, both reversed, which could be a secret passion and deception here. And there's the deception card. All right, so there's definitely Pisces. This could be Virgo or Aquarius too, but normally for me it's Pisces and Cancer. And then this deceptive energy, either lying, cheating, or stealing, or them taking in someone who's lying, cheating, and stealing, right? Their energy is drawing in negative elements. Or this is literally runaways as well. Could be taking in runaways. So crowning here is the Six of Swords. And there's that Moon card coming up here. All right, so this could be deception. Someone's lying, cheating, or stealing. Or, again, these two would be, if this was upright, they'd be howling at the moon. Because, right, somebody's out at night. But this is not just, it's not, maybe they're out howling at the moon, but they're not letting anyone know they are. There's some kind of sneaky, this isn't just sneakiness. For me, this would be sneakiness. This is outright lying, cheating, or stealing, right? Doing something under the radar. Somebody's definitely sneaking out at night, or they're stealing ideas, words, or they're, they're ghosting someone at night. Again, kids could be sneaking out at night without telling anyone, or a partner is. Like I said, if you're going through a divorce, living together, there's someone going out at night, kind of, cheating because they're still married, but they're getting divorced or whatever. But it's a bad energy, but here is finding peace. So there's that mixture of, the bad guy, but yet finding peace away from that kind of energy. And this could also be the Queen of Cups over here, finding peace. Maybe she has Cancer in her chart, and she's finding peace away from someone who's running game, or lying and cheating or stealing, or ghosting and not knowing what they're doing, but not being concerned with that anymore. The Queen of Cups finding peace away from all that. The injustice here, and this just flew out. It flew out also gently, like it just floated down like this. The 10 of Wands is reversed. And this is about, dumping the weight of the world, or too much hard work, right? Finishing that cycle. But remember, 10 isn't finishing. It's overdoing it. 9 is the end. 10 is the next cycle already. It's like everything always has to be over 100% done, right? This way somebody was raised, expected to put out at least 150%, right? So this is about dumping the load, dumping the burdens, the responsibilities, or perhaps a confession, or somebody hurt themselves from carrying too much weight, literally, or body weight, or working out the gym and hurt themselves. All right, this is injustice of this. And the Lovers. And again, this could be a lover's confession, because we have somebody on their knee confessing right here. The injustice of having confessed. And if someone confesses, maybe there's secrets of somebody else that got out. And this has to do with the King of Cups. So regarding this painful ending or ending pain, dumping all those responsibilities after settling out, or this is the challenge of settling out, but wanting to dump all their responsibilities, or had to because they hurt themselves, with a lover, the King of Wands. And the Wounded Warrior could be someone different than that, right? That could be the Queen of Wands. She could be the Wounded Warrior, and the King of Wands is the lover here. And she could be confessing to the King of Pentacles, to the King of Wands over here. And maybe that the injustice is that begins a divorce, right? Confessing to the King of Wands and then initiating a divorce. Or maybe making plans to do that. It just hasn't been, choosing that option but not able to implement it. Trying to find peace, because of course divorce is never peaceful. And we also have these two next to the King of Wands. We have the King of Cups reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed. So King of Cups is up right here, but he was reversed with the player over here. Maybe he was drinking and acting like a player, or cheated when he was drinking. So this could be someone who has depression or alcohol issues, or is emotionally detached, right? So, and this could be him, or it could be someone around him. They could be one or two people around the King of Wands who are players, right? Maybe he's in bad company, right? Bad company, I can't deny. Maybe one of his bad company is who she's been cheating with. This can be somebody with Sagittarius in their chart, a water sign with Sag in their chart, or falling short of expectations and depressed about it, or paralyzed by their passions because they're not showing their emotions. They're emotionally detached. So it looks like a breakup. We have two couples here, unless they're the same couple. We have the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles both reversed, and the King of Pentacles and King of Wands both upright. So it could be the same couple. Or it could be two couples who are breaking up. Because it looks like the King of Pentacles is free, and the Queen of Pentacles is not happy and frustrated, or with a child who's bouncing off the walls, tempted by the addictions and codependencies, or Capricorn here. This can also be the King of Pentacles here between the Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands, child. So again, this could be also be friends or relatives who are cheating with somebody, one of their, spouses. That could be as well. So now the Queen of Cups is upright to the King that had just come out over here, reversed. But the King of Cups is now upright. So they may have worked things out. Let's see how this goes. Why does Libra have the Three of Cups reversed? This fell right in the crevice between my legs. You can take it any way you want. There's probably a message in there. The Seven of Pentacles is, again, we talked about this, reaping rewards of your efforts, but perhaps feeling unworthy, feeling like seven's not enough, or feeling like you're not enough, or what that you do or what you earn isn't enough. And again, around partiers, or either over socializing or partying, or under socializing. And again, someone not sleeping at night because they're worried that this isn't enough. Maybe they want to retire, and they went from 10 pentacles over the past couple of years to 7, and now they don't know what to do. See, there's that 10 of Pentacles again. Maybe you lost money and you haven't told the family. They're no longer 10 pentacles. They're 7. But again, this could be losing the money because you're going through a divorce here. Or there could have been a death. This could have been an inheritance that happened already, a while back already. What's around you is the Six of Pentacles reversed. It's not fair, inequity, a marriage, an establishment, a religion, right? All boys club here, the traditional society. There's supposed to be guidance. It's supposed to be commitments. This can be a religion too, that believes in angels and all that kind of thing, where maybe someone else doesn't agree with that, but there's some kind of inequity here, or a scam, right? Someone coming off as all conservative and angelic, but maybe they're really not, right? Maybe they're imbalanced, or they're not pulling their weight. And this can be Taurus and Sagittarius as well. Or again, like I said, it could be a marriage, an establishment, a religion. It could be a religious leader who's a liar, right? They're imbalanced. They're coming up as upright and all holy as thou right here. But they're not pulling their fair share, or they're trying to scam somebody. Or make others believe that they're this in their day-to-day work, right? Everybody's got their work persona that they put on for others. Maybe they're very much different in their personal life. And this could be after a sudden event, or this could be a Scorpio as well. But after a sudden event, an epiphany, or sexual exchange. This can also be the avoidance of change or sudden changes, not liking sudden changes, which is very much a Taurus trait. This also can be an establishment with patients, right, who have trauma, right? We have ending pain and things like that. So it could be a hospital or a practice where you're dealing with patients with trauma, that they're just naturally out of balance. Maybe their body's out of balance, and that's what you work with. Maybe being tired of working with imbalanced people all the time. The block here is depression or arrogance, or the need to heal, the need to shine your light, the need to dream again. Perhaps there's kids out of control. This can be overexposure, over-radiation. It could be children or pets, or a Leo out of control, or the need for vacation, the need for sunshine, or too much of a good thing. And trying, this is someone taming the beast, taking care of the dogs. Maybe the children aren't taking care of the dogs. And someone's depressed because they didn't want this, and maybe they got stuck taking care of the pets all the time because the children convinced them to do it for them. Right? This is someone who's uncomfortable, or a pet who's uncomfortable because the kids never took them out. As Teddy's like, he's listening to me up front. He's like, yeah, I want to go out. All right. And again, the King of Wands could have Leo in his chart, as we have Leo here as well. One Leo is reversed, the other one is upright. Or that can just be, again, kids, pets, Leo, reversed, and then strength, pets. Again, it can be a child who's reversed, out of control, not taking care of the pet, again, who's uncomfortable, not being able to leave on their own. Again, depression, inequity, not sharing, not balance, arrogance, the need to dream, the need to shine, the need to heal. And this is a block for you. It's a block for you to heed the call. It's a block for you. Depression is a block for you. Lazy people, perhaps, you think are a block for you, or people who don't make good decisions or judgments. Or maybe that's your own self, right? Libra's known to be indecisive. It's a challenge for you to make decisions. It's a challenge for you to dream for yourself as opposed to others. And here is that Two of Wands. Reversed. Right? This is a lack of love, a breakup. This could be crying a lot. Somebody's pushing your buttons, or you're pushing theirs, or you're pushing each other's buttons. Push to the emotional limit. Pushing all the water out of your body. Perhaps you're sweating it out. Perhaps you're peeing too much, or someone's throwing up. Overwhelmed. Right? Somebody's partying too much. Overwhelmed by this. Or overwhelmed and not coming together. Or not being able to make the decision that you want for yourself. Because other people are always taking advantage. Or you have bad influences around you. And then here we have the Empress upright. Now both the Emperor and the Empress are upright here. There's injustice here. Here's the injustice card, is sitting next to the Empress upright over here. But that's also Libra reversed. And also Taurus. They're both Venus energies. Could be a Taurus with Libra in their chart, or a Taurus upright and Libra reversed. And if those are the two divorcing or not getting along, it's in the Taurus's favor right now, not in the Libra's favor, which may be what you feel is unfair, that it's not fair. But then we have, this is for me, Libra as well. But however this is working out, it was destined. It's supposed to happen this way. There's something you needed to wake up to. Destined, and we have the Queen of Swords. I'm going to put these back, but the Queen of Swords reversed with the Hermit. This could be the Queen of Swords, right? You have all the air signs reversed in your read. This is somebody who's bitter. She could be lashing out. She could be lying. She could be verbally abusive. This could be somebody out of their mind. This can be an elder who's not doing well, or someone who's over-isolating or in a nursing home. This can also be her coming out about over-isolating and going crazy with something to say, but holding it in. So either which way, she can be lying, she could be abusive, or she can be really hurt and keeping it to herself, but now coming out. And she could be Libra, perhaps with Virgo in her chart, or just Virgo in her chart and an air sign. And all of the air signs are reversed, so it could be any of them there. The Wounded Warrior. Why is he there upright? He is home, the Wounded Warrior, or she. Dependent, powerless, or loss of power, money, and independence. This can be making a big purchase or a big expense that came up that you weren't expecting, or just a child or a partner who spends like water, for a big party or a celebration for a child, perhaps. And again, the Wounded Warrior has to pay for all this. Perhaps the wife or the child, expects to get everything because maybe that's what you gave them, unless this is you expecting to be pampered. And this is being defenseless to the energies or attacks from others. And there we have the Knight of Cups reversed, who can be jealous, he could be rejected, or this could be the schmoozer who kisses everybody's butt in order to get what they want, but they don't mean it. And there's two here, defenseless to each other at home. So again, two people who shouldn't be living together, or who are divorcing, or these could be kids of divorce as well who are acting up. But the home itself is stable and fine, or this could be a big celebration where nobody's happy. Or whoever's having the party here is really excited to get rid of these two. Unless they apologize. There's been a lot of back and forth here, but it's supposed to be in a positive way here. So the this could be like the Queen of Wands is staying with her father, or this is her partner who's, they're present in each other's presence, but they're not together. He's given her the sideways glance. And then over here, we have the Empress upright. And the opposite way, right, with the Justice card or Libra energy reversed. Why is the Wounded Warrior? There's lots of energy flying over their head. Why is the Eight of Wands up right there for Libra, October 2022? King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so there's arrows flying overhead because you don't want these two warring, right? They both could be very verbally toxic here, or silent treatment with each other, but it's not coming up as silent because the Eight of Wands is upright. A lot of back and forth, a lot of travel after two completely silent, or after two, lying about each other or being really nasty, verbally abusive to each other. And again, this could be a couple with these two kids. And now we have all four suits of couples on the table. And the Hermit reverse. So she could have Virgo in her chart, or she's just coming out. Or maybe she's feeling crazy, or she's coming out about somebody else who's crazy, or dealing with a parent too, and who's healing, or the need to forgive or apologize here, with no peace for the King of Cups reversed. And he could be, so the King of Cups could literally be a parent who's having issues. All right, so what's coming up next for Libra? After the energetic exchange, which can be arrows of love, this could literally be somebody falling on their knee with no options, and in a lot of back and forth energy, right? Proposing to somebody after all of this crap went on. This can be a proposal, and here's that Knight of Wands that came up earlier with the 25 and 25 on the clock. This is someone with a lot of back and forth, someone down on their knee, and then up on their horse showing some leg. Reaping rewards of their efforts. So again, you wanting to know if this is enough to get who you want, or be with who you want, or do what you want to do. And then we have the confession, the dropping of the burden, dumping the load, dumping the responsibilities, confession. And here's the confession is the religious energy here. It's like someone saying it's not fair. Nobody else is confessing. Why do I have to confess? The confession here, the King of Pentacles, again, who's upright over here, so he's still upright, along with the overworking or things not working out. And the sun is out. Sunshine, exposure, vacation perhaps taking off from work. And to be with the Two of Cups, an intense one-to-one connection. All right, so this could be vacation or your sunshine, being with someone that makes you happy, if that's you, because the King of Pentacles could be somebody else, if that's not you. You're coming up as Cups reversed, but with a lot of pentacles clarifiers. So that the King of Pentacles could definitely be you. You know, King and Queen of Swords fighting, either one of those could be you. Really, any of them, right? Why do you have the Knight of Wands? Is that you, Libra, for October 22, Knight of Wands? Somebody's offering passion. They're coming back to offer passion after a death or near-death experience, after the never-ending story or being dead tired, after dark night, coming back to offer passion, new growth, or a creative project. Perhaps somebody with Scorpio in their chart, right? Not expressing their true emotions here, though, or causing delays, or experiencing delay after delay after delay, but finally here, after the war, post the virus or the war, or dealing with PTSD and looting issues in a divorce, and coming for the Six of Cups. So let's see what comes up next with the Seven of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles has the Seven of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Seeing synchronicities or lots of choices to make regarding issues at work or third party through work. Somebody could be shopping for a ring or something. Could be shopping for a gift or anything, or just heaven in their eyes, right? Everything looks good, so they're not sure what to get, or they're not sure of the unknown here. There's an unknown factor with issues at work or school, or going to a celebration, a wedding, a shower, some kind of religious ceremony here. But there's something that's lacking there. But you're ultimately reaping rewards here. There was the Three of Pentacles reversed here, but there's seven upright here. And there's Seven Cups upright as well. So even though there's only seven and not 10, there's seven that are truly emotionally fulfilling. There may be one or two that are questionable. Right? And this could have been taking a fall at work, or falling from grace, falling on your face, lacking faith, or falling for a third party through work, again, with heaven in your eyes, or seeing synchronicities, or just having lots of choices at work, which was the cause of your fall. Too many choices. And then the fall, again, either a fall or a confession, or letting go of everything, dropping everything to be happy with self. Perhaps given a choice, or an ultimatum, or a twin flame, and wanting to be satisfied here. So dumping their load, dumping their responsibilities, confessing perhaps, so that somebody can come back out of the cold, come back in from exile, injury, or illness, or some kind of destitution. No longer wanting to be in that position anymore, or allowing it for somebody else. The King of Pentacles is upright here as the Page of Swords, with the Five of Wands reversed. So there's a message that came in here, or stepped up to the plate to end the conflict, the competition, or in a losing battle here of wills. And that can be wills of two people or somebody's actual will. But someone's stepping up the plate. It looks like the King of Pentacles is literally looking up to this Page of Swords, and that could be advertising for him as well, right? To end the conflicts. It's like a kid coming in too, telling them to stop fighting, that I'll take care of it. So it could be a child who steps up to the plate. Or just a message. Again, Mercury's been coming up a lot. And that could be a Gemini also that was upright. But Gemini is definitely not upright in this read. Or maybe a child who said they would do something, that they would help you advertise or communicate or handle calls or texts or whatever, but then they didn't. And this is then the overwork of the King of Pentacles. Or they had conflicts and they couldn't do it. The Eight of Pentacles for Libra. Keeping to oneself, to keep your energy clear. Not telling. And then announcing. So someone wanted to keep it quiet. but the group decided to announce it without their permission. And this could also be a child who informed the group to go ahead and with the announcement, where the King of Pentacles was keeping it to himself. He wanted to keep it under wraps. But now it's fully exposed about the Two of Cups. And the next two cards coming up is the Chariot and the Magician reversed. This is a bold move. This could be a move, a vacation, ascension. But this is someone who's insecure, unable to manifest, or not having the tools to manifest something. But again, it could be manipulation or insecurity here. Insecure about this bold move. So let's see what comes out with the Sun and the Two of Cups. The Sun. The sun is going down. That comes up from the tenors. All right, so the same cards just came up again. All right, so Cancer upright, Gemini reversed, or a bold move to manipulate without tools you need to go. And this could just be going on vacation, even if you haven't made plans, you don't have the directions, you don't have anything. It could be being spontaneous and just changing how you usually do things in order to shift the energy. So this could be making a bold move to go on vacation without telling anyone. Maybe the group told, or maybe they're going to tell afterward, but this looks like it was told already. It was announced. But it's like keeping yourself knowing that you don't need to do it, because I can't keep them shut up. They're going to tell everybody about it. And then we have the Hanging Man awake, or with a bright idea. And there could be ego involved here with the Magician reversed. And the Knight of Swords rushing in with something to say. So we have Pisces or Capricorn reversed, Gemini or Virgo reversed, Cancer is upright, Leo is upright, in a connection, a one-to-one connection here with the Knight of Swords and the awakening of perhaps somebody with Cancer, Sun or Rising, and somebody with Gemini or Virgo in their chart, perhaps Pisces or Capricorn in their chart as well. And then this could be you, Libra, as the Knight of Swords coming in. And you're under this brunette over here, and this could be somebody with blonde hair there. And again, Leo, or like sunshine. And I'm getting liquid sunshine, which then goes back to Mercury and liquid silver. So it could be a Gemini or Virgo, liquid sunshine. And there you go. And look what's at the bottom of the deck as I pulled this one. So the two that were like this in the earth energies, right? Not able to manifest what they wanted, or being stubborn, or wanting someone else to lead the way. The two coming together in their heart space instead of their practical or monetary energies here. Coming together, Two of Cups, which also could be children, but look, we got the Two of Cups up right here too. This could be that this Knight of Cups was trying to get in between them, right? Because this is the inner children loving each other and the adults loving each other. This could either be adults and their children with this one between, not having the balls to do what they need to do, or being stuck, disabled, stubborn, blocked. This also could be the inner children of the two people over here, and these are the grown-up people still with this fear between, or and it can just be not working, being still, hanging out together here. Maybe these are workaholics who are all of a sudden stopping to be with each other. Right? This is the Knight of Swords rushing in to this energy to expose all, or to go on vacation. Perhaps as a family or one-on-one, withholding money, time, money, and energy. Perhaps to test someone to see if they'll like you even if you don't spend on them. Withholding time, money, and energy. This can be saving for a new life, or playing hardball. That could be literally playing sports, or playing hardball with someone with your finances, or trying to magnetize coin by certain practices. So again, coming together, but first withholding time, money, and effort, right? They're both holding money back. You see that? They're only going to deal with affection right now and love. No practical stuff involved, just the two of them. In order to release from their anxieties and their imprisonment, the secret passion, the need to use intuition, and the letting go to fix the place up or fix things up between you, make amends. After a fall here, right? The player falling short, or the one who had good intentions but didn't have enough energy to follow through, or the one who just got paralyzed by their passions or fell off the wagon, perhaps got hurt or dropped the ball, dropped the act in the process, ended up breaking their patterns and getting their ducks in a row. And there may be still the energy of needing help, money or opportunity, or a child who does. Okay? All right, so we're going to pull a couple oracle cards for you guys too, especially since it's your birthday month. I can pull a few for you here. I'll try it this way a little bit too so you can see those cards, those ending cards better. Okay, give you a shot on the table. Okay, so of course, romance. So romance angels for Libra, October 2022. It's kind of crazy in your read. The underlying stuff is really beautiful and loving, and the stuff over here is really beautiful and loving, but there's a lot of crap in the middle. You may be questioning the company you keep, whether it's family, friends, people you work with. You may be questioning all of it. You may be feeling a lack of affection, a lack of social life, or too much social life. And literally the foundation of big love here. And it may have to do with the Queen of Cups over here. Unless that's you. Wanting to find peace in the present moment here, after deception or ghosting. And the injustice of depression, of arrogance, of partying, people who gossip, or people who trash your house when they come over, or kids who are trashing your house and not cleaning up after themselves, and the inequity of not sharing, or partners not sharing the work when it comes to work and taking care of the household and the kids. This is for Libra, October 2022, Libra. Libra, October 2022, Libra. New love. A person has stirred your romantic feelings. And wedding. The situation involves marriage and separation. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. All right. The bottom of the deck is healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents after learning to love yourself first. So those are all kind of the energies that were coming up during the read. Learning to your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, so saying no when it doesn't serve you. Healing family issues, and then new love. And there may be a marriage or separation involved first. And this could be your marriage ending, or it could be somebody else's wedding or separation that you need to deal with before dealing with a new love here. But you are calling in your soulmate, and it's safe for you to love. Okay, so let's see what else we're going to pull for you from the Lenormand for Libra. It's over an hour, but that's okay. It's your birthday read. It's 3:14 on the clock. There's Pi Day. So half and half. Pi is the circle with the line down the middle. Equal shares. Libra, October 2022. Spiritual union. King of Swords. Mature, profound, deep spiritual union and or home. And you have the 41 of the Ace of Cups too here. Diving deep into spiritual realms, perhaps. Deep into love. I was just getting a lyric from a song, but I lost it right away. This is deep spiritual love here. Self-love, spiritual love, new love, and union. The King of Swords. Looking closely at the details. or inspecting something, inspecting the water supply, perhaps buying a new home or planning on nesting with the Queen of Cups, but want to make sure the water is good there first. Don't drink the water. Okay, so there you go. And this could be a dream come true, nesting the dream. After, you know, that could be definitely an inspection of some kind, whether it's you inspecting or somebody else inspecting you. But it could be inspecting the water or just emotions, really, you know, the spiritual union of coming together and diving deep with the Queen of Cups, King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. And again, we do have the 17, which is Aquarius as well. The bottom of the deck is the 35. So the wounded warrior is going away. Somebody's ungrounded or they're pulling up anchor to fly away. And there is the Hermit, Queen of Swords, with gifts or flowers, sending flowers, receiving flowers, hermiting with gifts. So whether the Hermit is the wounded warrior or the Hermit's getting ready with gifts as the wounded warrior pulls up anchor and leaves. This is someone who's dealing with stress or stressed out, right? Perhaps suffering in silence or wanting to end the nightmare. So getting out of there. With the Queen of Swords here and the Page of Swords as well, right? Separating the wheat from the chaff, being discerning, learning how to make cuts, how to cut people or things out of your life. Libra energy with the Wheel of Fortune, and that high vibe energy with Hermit, with gifts, the Queen of Swords, and the wounded warrior who may be leaving and pulling up anchor. We have a Cancer energy here, whether it's a puppy or a child, wanting someone to take the lead, with the 10 of Cups family, and that can represent the Queen of Cups. Or again, the Knight of Cups over here could be her child or her pet, which is funny too because I have Teddy here and he is a Cancer. And I'm Cancer rising. I have Libra in my chart. So that was from this deck. And so we'll leave that first card out. Let's see, what else do we want? One more. I'm just going to do an energy card for you guys. So again, the Indigo Warrior healing their heart. The need to find joy and happiness for themselves. The need to work on your solar plexus chakra. They're telling me. All right, let's see the energy deck for Libra, October 2022. Came right up, the happy family. So it's saying, whether it's you or the person you're coming together with, the Queen of Cups wants the 10 of Cups family. And here's the 4 of the Emperor. And the Emperor is upright, letting the wounded warrior go over here for a higher love connection here. The door to romance, 33. The Christ vibration, which is all about unity consciousness. It's about standing up for yourself without getting triggered. Or if you do get triggered, knowing to walk away, to not get into fights. And sunshine. This could be a vacation as well. Or just happily ever after. The end. 21. And journaling all about it. There you go. The bottom of the deck is the second chakra of Angel Ariel, the sacral chakra of the 36, the Atlas, carrying the weight of the world, which came up in the read. And again, the sacral chakra, which has to do with sexuality and creativity, and carrying the weight of the world and dumping that, right? So it doesn't affect your sexuality and your creativity, right? If you feel liberated and free, you're going to have much more creativity. A contract may have ended here, or has just begun. We've only just begun to learn. So there's the unconditional love of the third chakra I said you had to work on, the 37 of unconditional love, with the lovers and contracts going on, breaking of contracts or new contracts between the third and the second chakras. All right, so the need to work on those two chakras. They were what you were just dealing with in the underlying energy of unconditional love and the weight of the world. The sacral and the solar plexus chakras. Wow, and right before that was the root. And those are the 3 chakras with the wounds that we need to clear from. So you just did your lower 3 chakra clearings according to a contract or a love breakup or new lover situation going on, right? We've got the 35, 36, 37, the Wounded Warrior, Atlas, and then Unconditional Love of the King of Cups going on in the underlying energies. As you have the happy family coming up here of caring connections and the door to romance. And again, like I said, the sun, happiness ever after, or vacation, and then again the end with the 21, which we started with the indigo 21, whole and complete, and perhaps with a strategy or journaling about your adventures. That's really beautiful from these cards. It's just think of a lot of details to get through in a complicated breaking up or parting of ways. I'm going to give you a Journey of Love card. I don't usually do them for the signs, but why not? It's 3, 2, 1 on the clock. Jump. Take that leap of faith. And that's what you're doing in the underlying energy here, right? You have the Fool taking a leap of faith on the bottom of the deck. Or the King of Cups, or the King of Pentacles is. In a split or on break, to dream, or breaking away from an Aquarius, or to dream, heal, shine your light. This is for Libra, October 2022. The Pearl Threaded, 38 is the Queen of Cups, again. Whether that's you or the person you're going to be with. The 69 of the Ace of Pentacles, of contemplation of a new life. And the Heart Fire of the One, right? The new, the Divine Masculine, the Magician. And again, there's that Christ-like popping out of the rose heart. A heart on fire, as the Queen of Cups is in deep contemplation, right? She's looking at her heart. And here is the big fire that's all of a sudden bursting forth. As the 23 of the King of Wands is coming in, as she stands in the chaos. She's standing there willingly in the chaos without getting triggered, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel as the King of Wands comes in. And there's the 19 of the Sun and Shakti, the feminine energy. Could be a feminine Leo energy also here, the Lion's Heart. And then the Guardian of the Soul Family, the 26, the Lion's Heart for me. And that's the coming together in the vortex and painting that pretty picture. Where there's the 26th and then the 25, the Page and the Knight of Wands. The seat of the heart is that constant question mark to the next, to the next, to the next, right? You're never still like this. It's painting a pretty picture, but once you have this picture, they've moved again. So what's the next? And then dropping into your heart. Oh, after dropping into your heart, I'm just bringing this up because you have the Page of Pentacles here and the King of Pentacles, which was significant in your read. So the Page of Pentacles is about dropping into your heart in order to be the breaking of the King of Pentacles, right? Here's where they crash in the vortex. As the mother prays, the shadow mother. She's like, oh no, what has he gotten himself into now? But she loves the 61 of taking a risk to love. She's taking the risk to love, but these are very different loving energies, right? This is very like tough love, and this one's more very soft love. Loving all that is and holding space on the Fool's journey with an open heart and taking a leap of faith for Hero Scamos. There's the 11 of Libra. Justice, truth, and balance. And bottom of the deck, her grace, 17. Okay. Whether this is you, this is very Libra energy as well as the feminine, or whether this is as the masculine, the feminine, who you're dealing with. The spiritual union of towering magnificence, as all of the sentinels come to gather and pay their respects, is what I'm getting. Of her grace. Will and grace. Okay, we are running way over. So Libra, I hope that was helpful for you. Have an amazing birthday month in October. I love October. And remember to drink your water, Get your rest, get your joy in your nature. Remember to breathe deeply every day to stay healthy for the rest of your life. Go out in nature, touch nature, because the body's not meant to be inside all the time. It's meant to see the sun and touch the trees and the flowers. So make sure you touch something outside every day, or open your windows at least, or at least visually be able to see the trees. Rise and be loved, Libra. Best wishes this month. Remember to breathe.